Hello, welcome to The Lonely Show. I'm your host, John Maloney. We may or may not have regulars join on, but let's see. Who knows? The show must go on. As for our guest, she's from Jersey City. She works in social service field and also started her life coaching business just last year. Pretty impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you Latrenda Ross.
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here with you all. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, how's life?
Life is great. It's wonderful. We had a tragedy a few weeks ago, but getting back to normal right now, which is really good. So thank you for asking.
That's great. And have you been up to much recently?
Not really, no.
All right then, that's interesting. So, so tell me more about what you do.
Yeah, so I work in the social services field, which is in with local governments, and I've been working in this field for about 25 years, basically helping people, addressing their needs and their concerns, whether it's, getting an apartment, whether they need rental assistance, whether they need food, whether mothers need Pampers for their babies, whether someone needs advocacy, whatever their needs are, that's what I do, and I've been doing it for a very long time. It is a passion of mine, and I'm actually very, very excited about it. I just really love helping people.
Fabulous. And what is your favorite part about working in the social service sector?
One of the greatest things I do know is that, even though I don't have a lot of the tools that I need to really help someone, I do have a wealth of community partners. And between them and myself, we will do our best to make sure that that family or that individual's needs have been addressed. So I do this basically. This is not a job for me. It's just not a job for me. I do this 7 days a week. I work, I get paid 5 days a week, but this is a 7-day job for me because the needs they don't stop. And, you can't just say to someone on a Saturday, oh, I can't help you because our agency is closed. No, if someone is hungry, I'm going to make sure that that person gets food or that baby has Pampers or milk. So the greatest thing about, working in this field is just really helping people and addressing their needs at any given time.
Absolutely. And what other great things you have achieved throughout your life?
So I started my life coaching business during the pandemic. I know it's kind of crazy, but what it did is that it gave me a whole new perspective on life. I've been working my whole life since the age of 14. And I thought during the pandemic, being home, even though I still had a job, we were home, but I thought it was time to really focus on me. Like, what does Latrenda want? What do I want to do? What do I want to achieve in life? And I've been putting off my life coaching business for a very long time. And so the pandemic actually gave me a whole new perspective on life. And I reflected on just making a lot of changes. And so I did it, and I'm super excited about it.
Fabulous. And what has your life been like growing up?
It's been kind of like a, terpsy tidy type of thing. At a very young age, I lost my mom at 11. And so, I'm quite sure people can imagine losing their mother at a very early age, which kind of gave me a lot of setbacks and, just feeling out of place, I want to say. But it wasn't really until I, became a mother to my daughter that I understood what motherhood meant. And so I'm just grateful to actually be here today to be able to witness, both of my daughters, and also I have 4 grandchildren. So, but life after that has been extremely a blessing. I was able to go to college as a single mom. I got my associate's degree in human services and my BA in psychology. And this is something that I never thought about doing because, when I was young, people always told me, oh, you can't go to college because you don't have any money. And I believed that. And it wasn't until, like I said, in the later years of my life that I decided to go to college. And I'm just very excited that I've done a lot of achievements in my life.
Good for you. Throughout your whole life, what have been the ups and the downs?
I want to say, the ups and the downs are, like I said, losing my mom at an early age. And, I was raised by my grandparents and, but it was very hard because me and my mother was very close. So losing her at an early age, I really didn't know how to adapt into this world without her. And, I was like one of those mischief children, just always getting into trouble. Nobody actually believes that till this day. They're like, you in trouble? I can't even imagine it. I'm like, oh yeah. But, it just took a lot of soul surfing. My family is very religious, and it just took me to learn who I am and to learn about what my purpose here on this earth is and what I should be doing. And I know for a fact, 100%, well, I should say 1,000, is that my purpose here is really to help people. I always say that I'm one of God's foot soldiers to be able to, help people with their needs. And it doesn't matter who you are. I mentor kids as well. I assist adults. Doesn't matter who you are. I'm always going to be here to support people because I want people to be happy and I want people's needs to be able to be addressed. And I want people to know that there are resources out here to help them.
Yeah.
So that's me in a nutshell.
Fabulous. Do you have any pets?
No, I don't. I did. I don't have time. I really want a dog, to be honest. I do, but I don't have time. I live a busy life, and when you have pets, you really have to have time with them. You have to take them out to walk, to eat. It's like taking care of another child, and I don't want to be that person. To be neglectful to my pets. So I'm like, when my life kind of calms down, then I'll get one. But I really want a German Shepherd dog.
Cool. What is the best way to start the morning?
Oh my goodness. I am a happy person. In all honesty, I am really happy. I smile a lot. I love smiling. I just like brightening up people's day. But my day basically starts out with me, just really thanking God for allowing me to, allowing him to open up my eyes, to give me breath, well, technically lending me breath, because that's what he does. He lends us breath. And to be able to physically, mentally, socially, and economically be able to, do all the things that I want to do, that I can do. And my day is always a blessing to, go to work, to be able to have a career, to be able to be in a place where I love and still continue to help others, still being able to, have my own business, and still wanting to learn. I'm a self-learner, so I always try to find things to keep my mind occupied, I want to say. But yeah, that's me. I love life. And I want people to actually love life themselves, even though, we're living in a really, really bad time right now because of the pandemic. It's a lot going on in people's homes and their lives. So I think having a friendly face and a beautiful smile to say to to that person or persons that I understand what you're going through, but I'm here to listen. And so that's me.
Yeah, absolutely. What food have you never eaten, but you would really like to try it?
Hmm. Oh, that's a good one. Well, the thing is that I really can't eat a lot of food now because I have like stomach issues. So it's like forbidden for me to eat a lot of stuff that I used to eat that I no longer can eat anymore. I have to be very careful. I was hospitalized twice, for eating things that I shouldn't have been eating. So I have to be very careful.
Okay, fair enough. What has been the longest trip you've been on?
Ooh, I don't get to travel much, but I did go to Aruba 3 years ago. No, before the pandemic. Yeah, that was like a year before the pandemic. My daughter got married in Aruba. So the wedding was down there. I've never actually been out of the country. And that was my first time going, my first time getting a passport. You thought I won $1 million when I got my passport. Because I'm like, oh, I finally got my passport. But we went to Aruba. It was a beautiful wedding. It was a beautiful time to be around family, friends, and just really having a good time. I stood only, I think it was 4 days, and everyone else stood about 7, 10 days. But I came back.
All right, fabulous. If you could see one movie again for the first time, which one would it be?
Oh my goodness. I love Bad Boys. Bad Boys with Martin Lawrence. And yes, I love my Bad Boys.
We all do.
Yes. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, and 3. Yes.
Nice. Do you like things that are so bad it's good? But what's your favorite example of it?
Oh my what?
Do you like things that are so bad it's good? And what is your favorite examples of it?
Oh, things that are so bad. Oh my God. I love cake. Cake is bad because it has a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love cake. I'll eat that once in a blue moon, but once again, I know I have no business eating it, but it's so good with the icing in it and all of that. And, if it has the strawberries and the bananas, yeah. But then I pay for it, like that night, that evening, or whatever, or the next day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But cake is so good, especially when it's freshly made. Yes.
Yeah, certainly agree. Have there been any interesting people you've met?
Well, I've met our Senator Menendez. I've met him a few times. And each time that I've met him, it has always been extraordinary because he fights, for us and all of the things involving policies and legislators. So yeah, I each time I met him, I just had a really good feeling and an enjoyment with him. And every time I meet him, he always remembers me. He's like, I remember you. I'm like, yeah, you remember like the first time we met, I helped you campaign.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
On an island by myself.
Okay, interesting. And where would this island be?
Oh my God. I don't know where it would be, but it would be an island. And it would be, me. I don't want to say by myself, because, but if I really, really wanted to, yeah, I would want to be by myself. But I think the peace and the naturalness of it is what intrigues me. Seeing the water, and I'm talking about clear crystal water, and the trees, to be able to sleep outside, be away from the internet, the phones, and all those different things like that. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I can picture it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I
Looking good.
read books. Read books. That's all.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite type of day?
I want to say the evening and going into the night. I'm a night owl. Yeah, I'm a night owl. I don't know how to sleep. I don't know when to go to bed. But yeah, I get that from my grandma. God rest her soul. She was one of those night owls, and I think I got it from her. But yeah, I mean, any day is good for me, but I really love the evenings and into the nights. Yes.
Great, great. If you had to get rid of a holiday, which one would you get rid of?
Well, I don't want to say. I want to say maybe Valentine's Day. I want to say. I think with Valentine's Day, it's really about love, right? And
Yeah.
it's about spending time with the ones that you love. And it doesn't have to be someone that you're in a relationship with. It could be anyone. But I think what's happening, and especially today, a lot of people are not really in tune with other people, and they're not in tune with family members. They're not in tune with just friends. I'm just finding where a lot of people really just want to be alone, and they don't necessarily want to be around people as they used to. And it's kind of hard because when you don't feel loved and that day comes around, it's kind of like an excruciating day for people because they're not experiencing it. And so, yeah, I think that would be it for me.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Which recent news story have you found most interesting?
There's a few of them, but one that really has is very devastating. And it's devastating because of what happened, the way it happened, and because of the field that I am, that I work in, that I understand what this mom was going through. But one of the local news stories we found out is that a mom drowned her children in the river, and they were found on the beach. So I'm not sure if you've heard of that one. It just happened last week.
Dang, that's devastating.
Yeah, it's very devastating. They were young, I think 7, 4, maybe 2, I think. But the mother was facing, she had mental health issues. And she just felt like she couldn't escape what was really happening with her, like almost being evicted. One of the children's father was trying to gain sole custody of the child, or one of the children. And I think it just kind of like really spiraled down on her to the point where, she did what she did. So it's very devastating, to hear that, and to kind of, and me knowing, because I work in this field, to know, what she was going through. And this is going on every day since the pandemic. It's really becoming, or has become, like the number one thing with mental health, that people they're not learning, or they have not learned how to cope with what's going on in life today. It has really set a lot of people back.
Oh yes, absolutely. What's your favorite life hack?
My favorite life hack?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to say that, life is what you make of it. Life can be cruel if you allow it to be cruel to you. And life can be good if you allow it to be good. I choose to live life with its goodness, to bring joy and light into everyone's life. I'm not saying that I don't have any, problems, but I really do my best to not let those problems stress me out. I always say that I'm too blessed to be stressed. That's what I say all the time. But a lot of people aren't able to say that or cannot say that. So with me, it is a blessing to be able to be here, to speaking with you and to the audience, and to also, bring joy and light into everyone's life that I come across, regardless.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What is the best way to stay motivated?
With me, I need to be motivated. I want to be motivated. So I accept motivation into my life. I don't shy away from it. I'm not afraid of it. I really do something every day to make sure that I stay motivated. I'm on the go all the time. I'm up like at 5:30 in the morning. I don't go to bed until like 11:30, 12. So I'm always on the go. I'm always on the move. And I stay motivated by knowing that I do and I did the best that I could throughout each day. I love exercising. I love, keeping my mind occupied by, becoming a self-learner. I'm always looking for, workshops and personal self-development courses and things like that, to keep me occupied and keep my mind going. I always am open to learning and learning new things. I never shy away from that. Because I always want to say, oh, I did try it, even though I didn't like it, but I tried it, or I didn't pass, but I tried it. So that's like the motivation that I always try to stick to. I'm always trying to do things for the better.
Fabulous. And that is all we have for this episode. It's great having you here, Latrenda, talking about on many various subjects. It's been absolutely fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm so excited that you enjoyed it. And I wish the audience well. And please know that there's always a time for joy in your life. And I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And until next time, stay tuned for more.